Hello, everyone, and welcome to Culture of Gaming's Power Up Podcast, episode 48. I'm your host, Taylor, and I am joined by Anthony.
How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
Yeah, great. Got me Switch, so I'm pumped.
All right, so I assume that's what you've been playing this past week.
Like, 3 days solid, heck yeah.
Okay,
It's good stuff.
it's excellent, excellent. And then, Andrew,
Hi.
welcome.
How's everybody? Hi. Everyone doing well today?
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah.
What you been up to this past week?
You know, not a lot of gaming for me, unfortunately. I finally finished Red Dead, the epilogue
Really?
portion
Okay.
of that game. Yeah, finally got through that. But other than that, I think I just been a little tech in here and there. Nothing crazy for me this week.
Okay. So,
Fortunately.
what'd you think of Red Dead now that you kind of experienced everything?
I don't know. It's such a weird game that, like, I enjoyed it because I wouldn't have played it all the way through to the end if I didn't enjoy it.
Oh yeah.
I like this characters a lot. I like the little moments it has. Really, some really good storytelling. But I understand why people like gripe about the game. The controls because they're not great all the time. But I just didn't run into that many issues. Like I didn't run into any bugs or like the occasional time I would like bump into somebody and like something silly would happen and I have a bounty of 200.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks. But at the same time, like I just kind of went with it. I'm like, whatever, it's fine. I have enough money to pay this thing and enjoy myself. So I don't know. I understand why people don't like it, but it's just really one of those games you can play for a really long time, and that's about it. I don't know.
Cool.
It's good. I like it. Did
Gotcha.
you guys ever finish it?
I am nowhere near finishing it.
I don't have a device to play it on.
Neither.
Wonderful.
I am nowhere
Wait,
near
it's not on
finishing
Switch,
sorry.
is it? No.
No, it's not.
And then,
You-
oh, what's up?
No, I thought Anthony, don't you have like an Xbox or something?
Nope, I got rid of it and got a PC.
Oh, right. Okay.
Very smart decision, sir.
Good choice. Good choice.
And then, Matt, you made your return. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, I do. I make my heroic return from so much working on Saturdays.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
you been gaming on this past week?
Both PC and Switch. I've been playing through some more Metal Gear Solid 5, trying to get my way through that, and I've been playing Let's Go Eevee. That's
Okay.
the version I've been playing.
All right.
How's that going?
I'm enjoying it a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
It's hard to nostalgia bait, but it is very tasty nostalgia bait, as I put it.
Which is good.
Did they put in any other new Pokemon, or is it all like the original?
It's all the original 151.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's yeah. All right. Well, that kind of sums up my past week. Also, up until I got my PC up and running again, when I've pretty much just been cranking like 8 hours a day until Let's Go Pikachu. So I got that version. Yeah. But I'm having a ton of fun with it.
Damn.
So
Cool.
yeah, that's anyway. Yeah. Matt, about how far are you in Eevee?
I still haven't made any progress since the last time I've talked to you because I've worked the past 8 days straight.
Wow.
Well, for the people who don't know where your progress is at,
Ah.
about the game.
I was hoping you'd
Not
kinda
just
remember, 'cause
Taylor, you
I've
know.
kind of forgotten.
Okay.
It's like I think I'm 3 badges in as a point of reference.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Pretty cool. I'm hovering around. I'm in the town with the Safari Zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm there. I just beat the gym there. I think that's the last thing I
Nice.
did. But it has been a couple days since I played. Because my gaming week has also been dominated by Doom.
Dude.
Running that with your new PC.
Yeah, in 2016. Doom.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been fun to play through. Anyhow,
Have you not played that yet?
I've never played all the way through it. No,
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've only.
Have you completed it yet, or are you still playing through it?
I haven't completed it yet. I'm still playing through it. Still on it. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so past that, the main site is, of course, cultureofgaming.com, where you can find all the latest gaming, news, opinions, occasionally interviews, and, of course, you can find posts linking to all of our podcasts and everything. Then on the sidebar of that website, we have a link to our community Discord, which you can join and talk to everyone that you see here on Discord. And then we also have a Facebook, facebook.com/culture/Todd.net, Twitter @COG.net, Instagram @cultureofgaming, YouTube. Yay, YouTube. Still no custom URL for YouTube yet. If you help us reach 100 subscribers onto YouTube, then one lucky subscriber will get a game of their choice with a limit of $60, of course. So standard price game of their choice. be anything.
No master editions, no
Yeah.
special edition boxes.
Standard priced game of choice. Help us reach 100 subscribers on YouTube. I can stop doing this little disclaimer and everything. So if you want to watch what content we have on YouTube, such as New Game Who Dis and White Whaling, then go ahead and go on to YouTube and search Culture of Gaming. Twitch.tv/Culture of Gaming. You might be here right now if you're listening to my voice. And then we have a MySpace for the Power Up Podcast. That is myspace.com/PowerPod.
No, we
You guys, the
Yes,
audience,
we
can
do.
ask us questions as we are live, and we will do our best to answer them. The two best channels to do that will be the Twitch chat and the community Discord. We have a specific section zoned off for that. Anyway, so let's just get right into gaming news. Anthony, Batman versus Superman, apparently, kind of, maybe.
well, you know more than me in that department, funnily enough. So basically what's happened is when we were doing E3 like 5 or 6 or 7 months back, there were some rumors floating around that Rocksteady were going to be coming out with a Superman game, apparently. And very recently, one of the developers behind the new game that they're working on, which nobody has no idea about as of yet, there's a couple of rumors floating around, but we try and not jump into them because they're not factual.
Mhm.
But as far as this is concerned, he's sent out a tweet and he said, looking forward to the hashtag Game Awards this year. We're still hard at work in our development bunker, so don't expect any announcements from Rocksteady Games.
Oh, wow.
When it's ready to show, you'll be the first to know. Spoiler, it's got nothing to do with Superman.
Well, there goes
So-
that. So just to catch people up real quick, the rumor was that Rocksteady, who are the developers of the Arkham games, Batman Arkham
Yeah.
games, have been working
Yeah.
on a similar style game, but with Superman instead of Batman. So, yeah,
Okay.
Not happening, apparently.
not happening, if he's to be believed.
Yeah, so a question that I have, is there any, do you guys have any thoughts on what they may be working on? Because obviously it's going to be something, well, I reckon it's going to be something superhero related. But would there be, any superheroes that you'd like to see in a game or something like that?
I'm not certain. To me, Superman kind of seemed like the next logical step for them to go to.
Yeah.
So,
Honestly, I would just want to see what they could do with somebody like Aquaman. Because I think it's a bit different, but I think there's
Yeah.
some room for exploration there.
Just
Yeah.
water levels the whole time.
oh
Yeah.
god.
That would
Just underwater?
Yeah. Were you guys fans of the Arkham series of
Yes.
games?
Yeah.
Apart from when they got modern-ish.
Oh, okay.
I didn't play the last one, but they were good.
I was never a huge fan of them, honestly.
Ah, okay. Fine. Arkham
Oh.
Asylum was good, and Arkham City was better than Arkham Asylum. That was getting 9 out of 10s, I believe, as far as reviews were concerned. And then they kind of went off the rails a bit with Arkham Origins.
Actually, I think there's a different developer. Actually,
I think so too.
I think Arcane did Arkham Origins.
Yeah,
Arcane
true.
Studios.
Okay, yeah, they do Dishonored, which is funny, surprising. And then they did Arkham Knight, which wasn't too bad, but it wasn't as good as the previous games. And then they went into the whole 3DS side of things and VR, and it got weird.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say we kind of saw a downfall there, but
Mm.
yeah, it's kind of.
But quite a few of those were outsourced to different developers. So
Okay.
Someone in chat said a new Blade game, and that would be pretty sick. Actually,
That would
killing
be, yeah.
vampires and stuff. That would be pretty sweet.
That'd be-
I think
Do-
that'd be fun as hell to
do-
play now.
Yeah.
do Rocksteady work with Marvel? Funnily enough.
No, they work
No.
with DC because I think they're Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I think they're owned by Warner Brothers.
You think it could be? Oh, never mind. Thrown by Warner Brothers. Then that's not a possibility anymore. So never mind that one. And then all right. So Aquaman, I like that idea. Any other DC superhero suggestions we got?
It might be like a Justice League kind of game, I suppose.
Yeah.
That could be a bit
I would
different.
hope not for that just yet, because we kind of seen how they went the road with that with their cinematic film or their cinematic universe, and it kind of didn't work out very well introducing it so quick.
Yeah.
What about like a
think-
Green Lantern? That'd be pretty cool.
That would be fun.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Or
Well,
Wonder
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
The
maybe
Flash, but
I
that's
just
kind
like
of been overdone.
since like the Arkham Batman has like gadgets and whatnot, right? So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you know, it's like sometimes you have like gadget-based combat. Cyborg.
Yeah, Cyborg.
You do Cyborg.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
There's who's he? Oh, there's another guy like Batman, but I can't remember his name. He's like he's not a detective, but he's got all gadgets and stuff like that.
Like a Deathstroke or whatever kind of.
Yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, they could do an Arrow game, but then that
Ooh, I could see that working really well. Like a, I don't even know. the
like
character-
predominantly archery and whatnot.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
You can still make gadgets and whatnots because his arrow selection.
Yeah,
What's
well,
that-
I mean,
what is even that guy's name?
Green arrow.
Oliver
Green
Queen,
Arrow. Okay, there we go.
and he's main like his real name's Oliver Queen, and he's a millionaire and whatever, so he would have resources to build tech and all that. So
Uh,
Yeah.
that could work.
Yeah, I could see that.
Black Widow. Finally get the game we don't deserve.
She's Marvel though.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, but we're fantasizing, so it doesn't hurt.
We're realistically fantasizing.
Okay, if we're fantasizing a proper Iron Man game any day,
Okay.
That's not
Mm.
gonna happen.
Okay.
I know, but still.
All right. My wildest fantasy. Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's the Penguin game.
Yeah. There we go.
That would be really cool, actually.
That'd be super.
I would
neat.
love that. Just seeing Danny DeVito play the Penguin.
Davey Shiro in the chat suggests we've not had a Hulk game for some time. No, we have not. That is
Those
reasonable.
ones are good too.
Yeah.
They're like Ultimate
That was
Destruction and
they
stuff.
were kind of happening around when Thor and that were happening, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have them on 360?
I think they had one on 360.
One
Well, Thor was on 360,
They had a Thor.
and I
game?
think that was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Refer to Angry Joe's review of that, and it's quite hilarious. But I think original Hulk was on original Xbox.
I remember a GameCube Hulk game being pretty good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking about. Actually,
No idea what it's
I don't
called.
know that one, so.
I can probably find it in my closet somewhere there. To be honest, I remember. I remember what you're talking about there. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so in the event that Rocksteady were to come out with a new game, you might be limited on where you can buy it because Anthony, what else is there?
Am I supposed to know something
This is
else?
supposed to be a sweet, sweet segue
You
into your
blew
topic.
it so hard.
GameStop.
True. No, I actually didn't know what you were talking about then. Okay, so GameStop is not having a good time at the moment, which we're all probably well aware of. Since last year, their stocks have plummeted by 13%, and it's
Damn.
just continuing to plummet. If you look at their graph that they've provided, it's just gone downhill so hard. They're basically making no money at all.
Okay.
They're expecting to have a really bad holiday season, I suppose you could say,
Okay.
or Christmas season for us, but they're not here, so anyway. And they are looking at being bought off by they haven't said who's going to be buying them, but they're looking at selling.
Yeah.
And they don't have a CEO as of this moment. They're not looking at getting a CEO because they're looking at transitioning into a new owner, and then the new owner kind of giving them their CEO and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
And the company that owns GameStop, which is, I believe it's called The Grapevine or something that owns them.
Interesting.
They own around 500 or so AT&T stores as well,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and they've all been sold.
So
it seems like the parent company is going bust as well.
That's,
A
okay.
larger question that I have: do you think, because they've made a couple of, like the person who's written this article has made a couple of reasons why they think that it's gone downhill or whatever this year, do you think it's due to this year having lackluster games releasing, or do you think it's more so people going digital and just buying it through the App Store, through their individual game stores?
I don't think it's either of those necessarily, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't quite think. Well, okay, definitely digital has picked up within the past year. I think that's right, but I don't think that's the entire reason. I just simply think people are going to other places to get their games. And I don't think there's been a lack of good games this year. I mean, we've had God of War, we've had Red Dead Redemption 2, we've had Battlefield 5, we've had
Let's Go Eevee Pikachu.
Yeah.
We're having Smash Bros coming out.
Just Cause 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
There's been no lack of games.
Yeah, there are tons of games that people want to play coming out, or that has come out this past year and everything. But I just think people are going to different places to buy these games, and I think it's kind of a vicious cycle for GameStop because GameStop, as they lose more and more money, they get less and less purchasing power. So it's like, they'll start carrying less and less stock of games upon release. So, maybe you're trying to search for a game maybe 1 or 2 games or 1 or 2 days after release or so. Be like, oh, you go into your local GameStop and it's like, oh, sorry, we're out of it. But you go to Best Buy like down the street or something and they got it. Then it's like, well, obviously Best Buy just made the sale there.
Or even Target or Walmart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like easier to shop at those places for games now. It used to be kind of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
It still is a little bit, but like, I don't know. It's not as hard. You didn't have to wait in this gigantic line anymore with your
Yeah.
Right, and
So-
it's like normally someone at like Walmart or Target or Best Buy won't try to sell you a credit card either, or like a
True.
membership
Or a
thing.
power-up system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and GameStop has actually said themselves why they believe that stocks are waning, and they're saying this because of poorer performing titles and weaker sales of used games. For me personally, I like a prime example here is our GameStop is basically EB Games here, which is a Canadian company.
Yeah.
You go to EB Games, you'll pay like the usual new game price here at retail is about $109 for a new game. You go and look there, and then you go to JB Hi-Fi or Harvey Norman or somewhere like that, $79.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's due to them overpricing stuff, perhaps, or just having everything cheaper online. Like, for instance, where I got my Switch from, it's $70 cheaper than say EB Games or somewhere like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's
So
like
maybe yeah.
Yeah, that'll always happen. It's like a retail store will always lose out price-wise. Unless they do price matching, will always lose out probably base price-wise to like a brick-and-mortar store.
Yeah.
Or rather, an online store. I'm saying a brick-and-mortar store will probably lose out price-wise to
okay.
an online pricing. Yeah. Just because a number of reasons. So, Andrew, you said looks like GameStop is kind of in the death throes there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's weird because like they're catering to like a certain type of people nowadays. Because you can buy games anywhere, right?
Mhm.
They're trying to like cater to the hardcore audience, right? But then I feel like the hardcore audience of people who play games don't like GameStop for the most part.
Right. Yeah, it's like
So
they've
it's
kind
just
of...
weird. Yeah, they've like shot themselves in the foot. Whereas like they don't. People who are supposed to shop there don't really particularly like their stores most of the time. I don't know. Like I never liked going into GameStop. I always think it's awkward. I'd rather just get it online, or even Best Buy is just like you have it, boom, out
Right.
of here.
Yeah.
But now I've been going to games. I've been to GameStop a few times this year, and it's always weird. Like I walk in and it's just like so much like weird, just like stuff. I can see. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I said, I just think the people they're catering to are no longer interested in what they're selling.
Yeah, well, the
Make it
whole
better.
online
Yeah.
industry's come along, and then it's just too easy for people to buy online nowadays.
Yeah.
Matt,
I mean, probably the only positive is being able to get it in your hand straight away rather than waiting 2 or 3 days. But I would prefer to pay $30, $40 less and wait 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Matt, were you going to say something there?
Well, yeah, I mean, GameStop is known for their reputation of shoving their products down your throat, but at least where I live, I've never had that experience. There's one local GameStop that's like the smallest store in the what we call the pavilions. It's the shopping center, but it's always been nice. The people there are really chill. They love chatting about games and whatnot. And compared to your awkwardness feeling going there, they're always chill and whatnot.
Cool.
And I like going there because it's something to go outside the house every now and then as a gamer to do. So you can actually talk about certain stuff.
Yeah.
And like I know their sales have been lackluster as a whole. You could just kind of see it waning.
Yeah.
But it's for me. I hope something like that pops up again, or just like maybe a mom and pop store just pops up in there. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
Because
interesting.
I hope like the people that work there most of the time are really cool.
Okay.
So it hurts for me to see something like that happen to to my local shop.
Well, let's not quite jump the gun quite yet. They're not
Okay, fair
in
enough.
bankruptcy stages quite
But
yet. Type
they're
thing. Their
waning, and
revenue,
you can
yeah,
see
their
it.
revenue is significantly down. You know, they're definitely treading water, and I don't think it's like honestly, GameStop is such a massive brand, even still though, that I don't think it'll ever actually go away. It's just like, you know, they own tons of property across the country, or at the very least, lease tons of property across the country, and
Plus-
it's like I don't see that going away all that easily. So
The
whatever
one
new
thing that they
company, oh
sorry.
good.
The one thing they still do really sell is, compared to like the Walmarts and the Targets, is they still do buy your games and sell them, sell used products. I mean, they also offer protection plans for it as well sometimes.
Okay.
Hold on. Do you work for GameStop?
No, but there's one right next door to where I work.
No, I know,
kid you
I'm
not.
kidding.
But it's most smaller stores can't offer the same guarantee.
No, yeah.
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 That's what I'm trying to get at. So
No,
that's one advantage.
Yeah,
to their
I know
system.
Best Buy buys stuff back, and the internet is pretty. I don't know. I guess you have to ship stuff with kind of.
Yeah, you have to do shipping and paying and all that. Whereas the satisfaction of having it now is still there with GameStop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, here it's kind of the same as far as EB Games are the only ones who do buy back property and do pre-owned stuff and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What do you do with? No, for me, it's more so that people are just going digital more so than anything else. It's not so much that people. It's not so much that they're bad product or something like that, or people. I don't know about GameStop, but for over here, for instance, EB Games is having a shocking year as well.
Right.
And it seems to be like a worldwide thing or a Western side thing that's happening. Same with the UK and game as well. I think it's more to do with digital than anything else, to be honest.
Okay. You know, kind of related to a topic we had either 1 or 2 weeks ago when we were talking about, you know, a diskless trayless Xbox type thing and everything. I wouldn't be super duper surprised if for the next console cycle we'll see, you know, launch models and everything. You know, they might have different launch models of, say, the PS5 or the Xbox 2 or Xbox Scarlet rather, because they actually named it. That launch without a disc, but instead of like a 1 terabyte hard drive, you get a 2 terabyte hard drive. Because, you know, I definitely think there exists an audience that just wants to go all digital only or is fine with it, you know?
Yeah, I think that it stands more as an option. I couldn't see them going completely diskless or like nothing in general, because games nowadays add up quick in terms of storage.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, particularly for a console like the Switch, for instance, made as a handheld predominantly, and for traveling and all that kind of thing. And you know, I've watched over the past couple of days, watched so many videos on, you know, what should you buy for your Switch and what are good games and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh well, me personally, I've gone digital and blah blah blah. So yeah, it's still the same digital trend, I reckon. So,
Okay.
anyway, enough about digital trend.
I still like
saying the
that.
same thing over and over again.
I still like having something physical. That's just me though.
So do I.
Yeah, it's just like it's everyone's preferences, but I'm saying that there definitely is an audience that is fine with just all digital stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like it wouldn't be a horrible idea to try and cater to that audience. Anyhow, so past that, Matt, let's talk about Nintendo a little bit.
On a more upbeat note, Nintendo's starting to lax their restrictions on their IPs, so you can more freely create content with them. Of course, they still have their restrictions on all-out gameplay footage, as in like if you're doing a let's play or if you're streaming it, it's still they still have restrictions on that. But as more stuff relating to, let's say, like fan art or game theories and other content generated by the community, that they're permitting that, they're allowing that to go. Like,
All right.
yeah, that's cool. We want to see that grow. We're trying to loosen a bit up.
All right,
That's
so
the basic rundown.
yeah, so
Didn't they-
background.
Oh, go ahead.
And they are canceling their Nintendo Creator Club as well in December. On top of that, so yeah.
All right, so yeah, so Nintendo over the past few years had kind of cracked down on people doing like Let's Plays and whatnot on YouTube. or just using any
Yeah,
like footage
using
from
their
their
IPs
games
in general.
Yeah, they didn't really like that. And so now, if I got what you were saying correct, it's basically they're still super duper iffy on the whole Let's Play things. You know, it's literally just, you know, their gameplay footage with a little bit of audio commentary over it. They're super iffy on it. But you know, if you were to use a clip of like Zelda or something in a video, it might be okay.
that's flood.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
What about
content.
music?
I think there's still a restriction on music because there's no way to, I would say, like, make it more creative than just doing like a remix of it per se.
I mean, like if you're doing game theory or whatever, and you use
And
some
have the
Zelda
music
or
overlay.
something
I
like
don't
that.
think they permit that.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah, music in general is hard to like.
Yeah, that
overlay
one's a
content.
very touchy
Yeah.
territory.
I mean, if you're doing like YouTube videos or whatever, and you include some music off some games or whatever, most let it slide. It's
Yeah, but
like,
Nintendo's
I've
not
only-
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've only really had issues with Nintendo and Insomniac, funnily enough.
Andrew, you
but
ever have
apart
any
from that,
issues?
those seem to be fine.
No, I've never dealt with much. There's like one time, you know, you use like a copyright song and they just can't monetize it. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's usually not a big deal.
I remember back when my first job here was doing the top 5 news videos every week. It was just like Nintendo would always throw a hissy fit over whatever.
Yeah.
So did Bandai
Right.
Namco.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
pretty tight. Because with Nintendo, you used to have to go to the Creators Club, and they would like, because they wanted a cut of the revenue and all this weird
Yeah.
stuff like that. And Bandai Namco is really protective and as well. Same with a lot of Japanese studios.
But it's nice to see Nintendo moving in that direction, though.
Yeah,
It is.
They're taking a good first step.
it's
Yeah. Nintendo's appealing to a lot of people, you know, between uncensoring visual novels and now this. Hell yeah, Nintendo.
Oh,
Keep going.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all can stand behind that.
Sony, you're going the wrong way.
But overall, do we all think this is like a positive thing, right? You know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
It's a good
Yeah.
first step.
Yeah. What other steps would you guys want to see Nintendo take? Like what brand, I guess, or I guess what company do you think provides a good like standard or normalcy for their policy regarding this sort of thing? Like what? 'Cause I always thought, because I guess just to start you guys off, I guess like I always thought Blizzard did a really good job of it. You know, they're
Yeah, I think Blizzard's one of the best.
yeah, you can go on YouTube, find a bunch of like, you know, Warcraft, Machinima, and everything and whatnot, and it's just like
Think-
they're all cool with it, you know.
yeah. I was gonna say Microsoft and Xbox.
I'd
Like,
say Bungie when they owned Halo.
Yeah,
that's,
Yeah,
they
that
were
was
really
good.
cool about it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, like-
But they even put some of the fan created music in some of their games as well,
yeah.
Yeah.
remixes and whatnot. So
Yeah. All right, Anthony, any sort of brand you think does it well also?
not that I've really had that much experience with. As far as what I'd like to see them do is I'd like to see them allow gameplay, like playthroughs and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Ease up a bit on music. Like, if you're doing a gameplay, for instance, you want to be able to use the in-game sound effects and music and whatnot of that game because that's
Yeah.
part of the experience. I think the issue is that Nintendo isn't really. They are, but they're not as much as other studios. They're not really community orientated.
Okay.
So they're not so much about that whole community, like what Blizzard is or Bungie or someone like that.
Well, I wouldn't say they're not community oriented. They're just not focused on that community per se.
Yeah, they're not more so I'll do what you want kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's, yeah. I've always had kind of a bad idea about Nintendo as a company, kind of.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Says the person who
Not-
just
yeah.
bought a Switch.
I was about to
no,
say the
right.
same.
Yeah.
but I mean, as like the whole, you know, allowing stuff at Bayonetta and all that, they're going in the right direction in my opinion, which is great to see.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Is there any possible way this comes back to bite Nintendo somehow? I don't see any possible way.
No,
unless
not as of the moment.
Okay.
no, I mean, like, I'm sure like the statement they had was like, "Oh, we still reserve the right to take anything down we want" and all
Oh,
that
yeah.
stuff.
Well, I mean, any company reserves the right to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Interesting. So, you know what company isn't in everyone's good graces right now? Bethesda. And it's all over a stupid little bag. So, Andrew, how about,
What?
yeah,
Yeah, this is
for
really
the uninitiated.
So Fallout 76, a game you may have heard of.
Just a little bit.
Not particularly a great game, from what I understand.
2.8
There's
Metacritic score.
Yeah, it's not. So like all big product games, they have their like $200 edition versions of the game. This one came with like a gigantic helmet you can put on, power armor, I guess. I think it's what's called their power armor helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it came with some other stuff. The game, and then it came with this like bag, and it says like in the description, it's like canvas bag, and it looks like a nice little like canvas, the material bag, a little tote bag. You could throw some books in or some clothes if overnight or something.
Or the Fallout.
Yeah, or like put the Fallout helmet in or whatever you want to do with your bag. Well, people got the bags, and they were like nylon bags. They look like the folded, like it looked like you would like an air mattress, like like that material.
Oh dear. Wait, I
yeah.
can see this.
Yeah, it's if you can find a picture.
But
I'm
wait,
sure you
not
can.
everyone got a nylon bat though, right?
So from what I read this morning, I just so this was over the last couple days. So apparently they were sending out bags to influencers that were like, they don't look anything like the bag that's in the picture. I'll say that.
Oh.
But they sent out like to influencers like little backpacks that are like really nice looking little backpacks.
Okay.
Like press kits, like the thing that they send is just like,
Yeah.
hey, here's our gigantic helmet from Odyssey or whatever,
Yeah.
weird stuff like that. So yeah, they sent those out to influencer, and so people really got pissed when they saw that like influencers were getting the nice bag and not the crappy. I also want to say they did respond to it. There were some really funny emails going around where it was like, one guy was just like, we're not going to do anything about it.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Like it was, can't find the exact.
Dude
email,
basically asked, it's like, hey, so I got a nylon badge and not a canvas badge for it.
but, yeah.
And the Bethesda rep basically said, it's like, oh no, you
Okay.
got what we wanted you to and everything. It's like, we decided, for whatever reason, we decided to ship you with the nylon badge. We don't plan on doing anything about it. That's a direct
Yeah.
quote. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I think he said it's just like it was too expensive. Like we just chose not to do it because it was too expensive. It's like, too expensive. We're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
And like Bethesda threw him under the bus too because they're like, he wasn't an employee, he was a contractor.
I mean, he's still representing your company.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still late now.
They're doing about as good as a job as Corsair did.
Yeah, they
Ooh.
they made like a bigger statement, and it was just like, oh, due to the the unavailability of materials, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case. Hope it doesn't prevent anyone from enjoying what we feel is one of the best collector's edition. So they got in front of it, and they're offering like a couple bucks. I think it was like 500 atoms.
Just like
Which
$4.99.
Yeah, it's about $5 in their paid currency.
Yeah.
So,
Which, by the way, pro tip, if you're like plan on participating in a class action lawsuit against Bethesda for Fallout 76 for whatever
No, don't.
reason, then don't accept the 500 atoms because
Yeah.
the judge can rule that as accepting what's it called,
Compensation.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah, I just find this. I'm not outraged by it because obviously like it's like a collector's edition. Everything is notoriously so cheap in those things.
right.
Why did
Yeah.
I mean I get that it's false advertising and stuff like that, and they really shot themselves in the foot on this.
So the bag is
Yeah.
it the backpack or like the
So-
shoulder bag thing?
So it's just like a duffel bag, like just a
Yeah.
couple straps.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like a sack
Oh,
almost.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
West Tech.
Yeah, it's that
West
thing.
Tech
It's that
bag.
West Tech.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Out, I think it is.
yeah, I don't know. The terrible thing is too, they're still advertising it. Last time I checked on Amazon as being a canvas bag.
Yeah.
So you really need to
That's
get
a
on.
super cheap bag.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
terrible.
in the images, it doesn't even look like a canvas bag. It looks like some kind of, like the raincoat material.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so if you go to like
Thin-
It still looks like a more natural.
No, if you go to like the
fabric, per se.
original product listing and product page for the collector's edition or whatever, the bag that's shown off, it looks like a beige canvas bag. You can see the material of it, and on the West Tech logo underneath it is something that indicates it's canvas also, like on the actual
What?
picture of the badge itself. So yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, for all intents and purposes, the badge was originally going to be canvas.
Yeah, and then
But then
Right.
Bethesda cheaped out. So,
Yeah.
all right, as a whole, like by and
wow. I just saw like a reflective image of it, as far
large,
as
yeah,
the raincoat material reflecting off it. That looks so bad.
Mhm.
yeah. Certainly not as
Yeah,
advertised.
Bethesda, I don't know.
All right, so no one's here picked up Fallout 76, right?
Nah.
I
I
have
don't
it.
know.
I have it.
I heard it was on some deep discounts already, though. So
Yep.
Yeah.
if your interest is peaked, you might be able to get it pretty cheap.
Right, but you
I
might want to
just
wait like
like
a few
the-
months for them to fix it or something. I don't know.
I've linked the advertised and the actual images in the Twitch
Chat.
chat in case
I see.
anybody's interested. There's quite a difference.
Yeah. Pretty
Just a
funny.
little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
The,
So
Yeah. So that looks. Wow. Okay.
because none of us here have played it, have you guys
What
been
the heck?
enjoying
How can they
watching
do that?
like watching the whole community meltdown from afar?
Oh,
Because
it's-
personally, I
yeah.
have. Like it's been
I'm
funny.
having a meltdown.
I'm enjoying eating the popcorn from a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can they do that? Like. Wow. But wow, they should. I actually don't know what to say. They should get in my opinion, they should get in trouble for that. That's dodgy as.
Multiple
might,
lawsuits
yeah.
have been filed.
Oh, have they already been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few
Yeah,
I
class
they
haven't
actions.
even got one. I'll jump on board.
You just buy it to jump on board.
Yeah, what
Exactly.
the hell? So yeah, did
Wow.
anyone have super high hopes for Fallout 76 anyway? Because I didn't.
No.
Didn't.
I mean, after Fallout 4, I was kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
they kind of got
Yeah.
it.
And they're still using the same engine,
Yeah,
S4? Or
yeah. And you want
Yeah.
to know,
Isn't
and like slightly
which dates
related,
back to which oldest game?
technically Morrowind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was Morrowind.
yeah? So they did 3 with it and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Wow.
and to like put icing on top of that, you know, Todd Howard has said it's like, well, you know, Starfield or Starlink or whatever the upcoming game is, gonna use the same engine. The Elder Scrolls 6, gonna use the same engine. Fallout 5, gonna use the same engine.
Well, I just think they need to do something completely different with those games. I
They
mean,
need
which,
to rebuild the engine.
which was
so
76. 76 was a weird, different thing. I just think it was kind of the right different thing.
hard. I don't think that engine was built to be capable of anything like an MMO.
No, but it was
Yeah,
modded to hell to do so.
It's always
yeah.
modded to hell.
They
Though.
said that at E3.
I don't know. Have you guys ever buy those collector's editions before?
The
Nope.
only like
Yeah.
hardcore collector's edition I've ever got was the Modern Warfare 2 Prestige edition.
Was that the one
Yeah,
with
you
the
got
night
the, like,
goggle?
Yeah.
You got the Assassin's Creed thing. I know because it was. in
Oh
my
yeah,
phone.
that bots. That was like $80. That wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The closest I got was the bundle with the Pokemon Eevee and the Pokeball Plus.
Mm,
That's
think
the
I,
closest thing I've ever gotten.
I bought a really the expensive version of Sniper Elite 3
Okay.
because it was the same price as the normal game. Like it was like a year after it came out, and they're like, well, "We got." It's at a GameStop. They're like, "We got this one in the box thing," and I'm like, "How much more is it?" It was like $5 more. I'm like, "Yeah,
Screw
all
it.
right, I'll take
Oh.
the tin box with like a lighter in it or
With
something."
the ammo for like
Yeah.
blank rounds.
Something probably it should have been. It was terrible. Box. It was like playing cards. I'm like, what am I doing with this?
Okay. Oh, I've also done the Elder Scrolls Skyrim special
yeah, so did
edition,
I.
or
Mm.
like the one with the Alduin statue for it.
Yeah.
They didn't. They
That's
didn't
the
give you
only
a
one that I've
helmet in
done.
that game. They should have
No.
gave you a helmet.
Right? That would have been cooler.
That'd have been the easy
But
way.
I think that was before like people would know like the Iron Helmet was so iconic.
Oh, okay.
This was
I
original
got a,
Skyrim.
uh,
This was original Skyrim.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got a Elduin
Wasn't-
statue and a book as well.
Yeah, the art
But
book
wasn't there Iron Gear in Skyrim like their advertising gear though in all of their trailers?
It was, yeah, but I mean that was just like generic armor type thing
Yeah.
before we really got into the game. So, yeah. I think I'm definitely okay with the Alduin thing. Although similar story to Andrew, I got it for like normal price of
Yeah.
because it was a few years later. So. I didn't even have so I got like the PS3 limited edition one or whatever because that was the one they had. I didn't even have a PS3 at the time.
That's
You did it for the statue.
Good
Yeah,
job.
pretty much. I was like, you know, I'll pay $60 for an art book and statue. I love Skyrim.
You know,
yeah.
I'll
That
get
was
it one day.
Yeah,
a bad version.
And
of
then
that
just
game.
trade in the game.
yeah, because I remember back
Sell
at
it on
launch.
eBay for like $40.
I remember back at launch, the PS3 Skyrim had issues with saves and whatnot.
It was
Yes.
Yeah.
it was bad.
There were
That
many
game was
issues.
not good. Launch.
There are still many issues.
Remember, it's a Bethesda game, so it's not bugs, it's features. All right, so people are
They
upset about a
actually
bad.
say that, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are upset about a bad, and honestly, rightfully so. You know, it's just
I would say so.
yeah, it's just like at the very least, the canvas is stylistically different than like nylon. type thing.
Yeah. I
No
mean,
way.
yeah, like you're giving something a product they can't even use. Well, I mean, not that they were supposed to be used anyway in the first place, but people thought they might be able to use it.
Right.
Like a canvas bag you could use. Nylon bag, you're not.
Right.
No.
Does this actually come under false advertising if it's a collector's edition?
Well,
Is that-
okay, so here's the thing, is that I guess before launch, Bethesda updated the product page to say nylon bag and not canvas bag.
Oh, really?
So
But couldn't you argue the point of sale?
Yeah, you could. That's the thing. It's
Well,
like,
if you pre-ordered it before they updated it.
yeah,
exactly.
you could argue that as well as you'd also argue failure to notify of a product change. Or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
So it really depends. But again, if you are affected by this in any way and plan on participating in class action lawsuit, do not take Bethesda's 500 atoms. As far as
Yeah.
I'm not super versed in like the business tree for Fallout 76. As far as I know, you can't really even buy anything with 500 atoms. So
No.
yeah,
I saw it was like you could buy a door and
Yeah.
succulents or something like that.
yeah.
So
Yeah, just honestly, just don't buy atoms in general. Don't.
maybe just don't buy Fallout 76 either.
Yeah.
Don't buy any
It's so
microtransaction currency.
Yeah, it's
Except
like you
S.
know what? Yeah.
Well, for those of you who pre-ordered Fallout 76, yeah, you have it.
The hell is wrong with you?
No.
I don't know.
Um,
Only one of our people here at COG has it that I know.
The collectors or the game?
Both.
But
Yeah, she got the
Ooh.
collectors.
I don't think it came with the bag though. I think it just came,
This-
it
this
came
step
with.
Below.
Yeah, I think she got silver or something.
Oh,
Like
okay. I thought with the
Yeah.
helmet it was the whole 9 yards. You got like the bag,
Oh.
the helmet. Yeah, I don't know.
If she got the element, then yeah.
that. Okay, maybe I'm missing something.
Maybe I'll ask her after the podcast. Hey, what bag did you get?
Canvas?
Understandably enough, she seems to be having fun with it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can find fun in
People always
many
find
games.
fun in everything. That's the thing.
yeah. So anyway, so I guess not even the greatest processor in the world will help you run Fallout 76 on PC because I've heard of some performance issues. And all right, so
Oh, it's like they're running a dated engine.
yeah,
Bethesda,
I-
why?
concept. That's
Need
the
a
Always-
better
I
be
will
good
twist
for-
that knife until they change their engine or build a new one.
I don't quite know how to segue into this, but anyway, so Intel, which is becoming more and more notorious for having issues with their 7 nanometer processors, trying to get that kicked off, at the very least 10 and everything. Rumors have started flying around that the next processor line will not be their move to 10 or 7 nanometers, like one, they've not only said themselves, but two, so many people have predicted, but it will be, in fact, another refresh on their 14 nanometer process. So it's apparently going by the name Comet Lake. And yeah, I guess the big thing though is that it's going to be a 10 core, 20 thread will be their top of the line processor. For reference right now, the current one, the i9, is 8 core, 16 thread.
I
So,
swear Intel and AMD have switched places in this world.
I don't know. Single core performance still.
Yeah, their single core performance is still good, but
Yeah.
think about when AMD starts releasing their consumer-made 7 nanometer chips.
Right. So, anyone got thoughts on this besides Matt, or is it just gonna?
I don't understand most of it.
Okay. Basically, Intel and AMD AMD and Intel are both racing towards developing a smaller die process for their processors, 10 nanometers, 7 nanometers respectively, for the two. And AMD apparently is very, very close to 7 nanometers. Intel has been saying we're struggling. So
It's
yeah.
always a good thing to hear from a company.
Right, exactly. We're struggling.
Especially the technical leader as of the moment.
Yeah, and many people thought that at this turn and everything, Intel will finally get their 10 nanometer out, but guess not.
Nope.
Guess not.
And for those who are still kind of wondering what the differences are, there's like several different differences. One being the power draw. the smaller the die, the much more efficient it is. The performance-wise, if you make let's say a 300 millimeter squared die with 2 different ones, you get a huge performance boost.
Alright.
And
Yeah.
other just basic stuff like that.
Cool.
Anthony, we can't hear you.
Gotta love it.
Still can't
Nope.
hear you.
Did the cable fall out of your mic?
I don't know what's going on with him. Nope, still nothing.
Nope, still nothing.
Well, he can hear us at least. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it
Oh,
is.
what? Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just
Sounds like
the
you
same
need
as
to
what I've been doing for the past hour.
Oh,
Sounds like
okay.
you need to get a new mic. I think we can make some recommendations.
Sure. I just got one.
Yeah. this
Anyway,
should
so
just
Matt, AMD fanboyism aside, it's like
Oh,
I
yeah,
think it's really
always.
hard to not be disappointed in Intel with this.
Well, yeah, it's you were. I even like I love competition when it comes to technology because it always breeds something new.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll admit I'm a huge fan of AMD, but like that aside, this is a big blow for AMD or for Intel.
Mm.
This allows AMD to pave the way for a while now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Seriously?
I hear barking.
Someone's
in the background
dog's going
somewhere.
down.
Yeah, it's mine. Sorry, it's the new puppy. Yeah, sorry
Oh,
about
nice.
the barking in the background, guys. But anyway, yeah. So, and then I guess the great question to ask on that is, do you think? I personally don't think AMD, for their first iteration at least, will release an entirely 7nm process. Like, I think the parts that will benefit from it will be 7nm. The other will be back on like 14 or 10 or whatever AMD currently has got. And I think Intel
That
will do
really-
the same thing. It's just like the parts that will benefit from 10nm will be on 10nm, but the ones that won't be will still be on 14.
It really depends on how efficient they become at making their 7nm dies,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mm.
Because, I mean, yeah, AMD's still experimenting, but they do have working concept with their EPYC 2 lineup and their MI60 and 50.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
time will only tell when we get to that point.
Okay. And then honestly, the strangest thing to me is that if the Net's top line processor will in fact be a 14nm, 10 core, 20 thread and everything, what are the thermals going to look like for that? Because it's already hard enough.
Hot.
It's already really hard to cool and overclock a 9900K, even just up to like 5.2 or 5.1.
Yeah. So,
let alone.
what's the temps you're getting with 5.2 or 5.1 on your 9900K?
On 5.1 all cores, constant voltage, under load, it's around 65. But that's on a 360 radiator and water cooler.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah.
that's a 360, but
Yeah.
that's if you get like a 240 radiator or 280, that's gonna
You're going to be looking into the 80s somewhere, which is...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, anyway, any other thoughts on this? Kind of move past this.
Not really. Andrew and I will be back when you finish.
Okay, I think we're done.
Fair enough.
I think we're done. Yeah. Alright, so that about wraps up for gaming news there. And the reason why that gets looped into gaming news is because this isn't like their Extreme Edition processors or anything. This isn't like their Xeons or anything. So it's like this is all for enthusiast stuff. So this is like something they might find in a gaming PC type thing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's
Which-
open.
Cool.
Doesn't bid well for the average Joe.
No. And honestly, I've lost faith in Intel in maintaining any sort of like price or stock control with what's happened to the 9900K.
Yeah.
So, anyway, past that, into movie TV news. First big one is RIP Steven Hillenburg, the creator of SpongeBob, passed away at the
Oh.
age of 57.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, what's your guys' favorite SpongeBob episode?
I have never watched SpongeBob.
Really?
Okay.
No.
Honestly, don't blame you.
Dude, I love. I was little, dude. When I was younger, SpongeBob was my
The
jam.
older, like the old SpongeBob episodes, are some of the best episodes.
It's really good.
I
I
like-
like.
I'd say my favorite one's probably the marching band episode. They perform at whatever bowl it is.
I just saw the Bubble Bowl. I just saw.
Yeah,
Like, that's a
that
good
one is awesome.
That is a really good one. Dang, I need to go watch some SpongeBob.
And I
Good
think they were
show.
having a marathon on Nickelodeon to honor. the
Oh,
event, right?
that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's all the older episodes that he had a hand in making.
Okay.
Mm.
I think it's like the first episode, but it's like the one where there's just like this weird song playing. He's like gets his job at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah,
that
that's
one-
the very first episode.
yeah. That episode is still
That one, oh, the Krusty Krab pizza.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
That
so
one's a
many
really good one.
timeless stuff.
Yeah.
I always really liked jellyfishing.
Yeah.
And whatever the episode
Concept
one where episode is where it's like Patrick is like naked for most of it or something, and it's like they play with camera angles. They have like seaweed covering his junk during all the scenes and whatnot.
I don't
He's like
remember.
shouting down to a cliff at SpongeBob and Sandy.
Oh no, it's SpongeBob up top shouting down to Patrick and Sandy.
Oh, I
Oh,
think
is
you're
I
right.
remember that
Okay.
specifically because there's a Naruto edit of it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Or like the ripped pants episode is solid too.
Okay.
That one is good too.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then all right. So past that one, Netflix has been in the news quite a bit the past week or the past few days. So I'm gonna bring you really high, then I'm gonna bring you really low, and then we're gonna get a little bit lower, and then even a little bit lower. So first, I'm gonna bring everyone up high. Evangelion, the iconic anime series from the 90s, which is like absolute, just like it literally defined a generation type thing. You know, it's critically acclaimed, really great series. Will be streaming on Netflix in 2019. Which
The
is-
whole season, all the seasons.
Yes,
or?
all the seasons,
Okay.
all the movies, yeah, everything.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Except they're recasting and redubbing it, as opposed to
Re-
using the original voices.
Why?
They have the option though for Japanese voices, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
they-
for the English
Well,
dub,
so
they'll be
they're not getting like
recasting it,
they're not getting
right?
the so no as far as what this seems to imply was that they're not doing like the Japanese language and English subtitled version. Netflix will only have the English dub
Oh.
Oh,
of
okay.
Evangelion,
Yeah.
Oh.
but
Okay.
and yeah, they're apparently recasting and redubbing it in English.
What is there a reason for that?
Nope, not really.
Netflix is Netflix.
Yeah, because
Interesting.
like they
But,
got
yeah.
the license to both, but they chose to. Yeah. Or it's like
Weird.
to use the but, yeah.
Huh.
And then, to go even further, Netflix announced a Cowboy Bebop, also another incredible anime series and whatnot that many people love and enjoy.
It's amazing.
Live action
You
series.
Oh.
Oh,
just want to see that live action dog.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the only reason I would watch that show.
Oh dear.
And to go even lower than that, RIP Daredevil. Got
Mm.
canceled. Season 4 got canceled.
Yes.
All right.
That is like the only thing that I know about all three of these topics.
Okay.
I wonder if they're just gonna move them all to that Disney thing, and that's why it's
Maybe.
like
Yeah.
canceled.
What's
The
it called?
Disney streaming thing. Disney.
yeah, I don't think it has a
Okay.
name yet.
Was it?
But
Is it the live action Daredevil?
yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
that
the
like
thing
their
that's
rather
owned by
adult
Netflix.
oriented one?
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It is.
That'd be weird being on Disney.
It's
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like they do all the Marvel movies. Those
Yeah.
are darker than the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. Because I remember them saying they weren't gonna cancel them at first, but
Yeah.
now
All of a
they're kind
sudden.
of doing it. But yeah,
could they what so could they actually do that though? Because doesn't Netflix own the rights to that series though? Because they made
No,
it,
because the
didn't
character is originally Marvel,
Yeah.
and so they had to license the
Mm.
character from Marvel anyway to do their own
Mhm.
series. So.
But could they actually take that series and put it on there? Disney's
oh,
own
I see what
way?
you're saying.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
could. Yeah,
Itself?
they could. They own the rights
really?
to the character. Yeah, Disney
Yeah.
owns the right to the character. So
But well, wait a second. Even if you own the rights to the character, if you
Produce the trailer.
yeah, but then it comes down to the whole
Think,
copyright thing. as
think
well.
about it like a Let's Play.
Yeah, I actually just did.
almost, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Alright,
That's
so-
dodgy.
yeah. Any more to unpack from this? I have zero hopes for the Cowboy Bebop live action, especially
Same.
considering the
I have
whole.
one hope, and it's a corgi.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll really the redeeming part of the show.
Yeah.
There's like so many things that go on in like anime and everything. That's just like it's hard to go to any other like medium or format for that, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like the
Yeah.
dog will probably be the best part of the show. I really don't know how they're gonna handle Ein, or not Ein, sorry, Ed.
Hmm.
No idea.
And then also just the one saving grace would be if they kept the soundtrack. Also,
I haven't seen much of that stuff, but the ones I've seen, they're pretty cool. So
okay,
I'd be interested to watch the original and then compare it eventually.
yeah. And I guess the live action will be about 10 episodes long.
Oh, well, at least it's a show and not a movie.
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Are they hour-long episodes?
I would assume so.
roughly?
I would assume so.
Mm. I wonder if it's. I mean, you
That's
can't
the
really
only way to make
call.
up for it.
What's
You
up?
can't really call Lion King live action, I suppose.
Oh,
Technically, no, but at this point, it's so like detailed.
my friends and
you
I
can
have had
kind of
that
argue.
debate about whether or not Lion King is technically live action, even though it's all CG.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm.
Yeah, I think we did also. What was our verdict on that? Did we think it was live action?
I don't know. I think we
Okay.
just are happy it's being made. I think,
Okay.
Yeah.
or at least interested.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. That's all right. And then
Yeah.
I was super excited about the Evangelion streaming thing. Love that
Mhm.
series. But past that, it's just like, oh, the voice actor
That
thing.
is-
What the hell?
Mm.
Yeah.
Why?
I know, that's the strangest thing. It's like, why would they do this? It's like,
Why?
why is this necessary? You know?
Mm. Because they like putting their own spin on everything.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Well, at least that'll keep us over until Evangelion 4.0. Alright. So,
True.
That's a dream.
anything else about the movie? TV news?
No, I just remember being that Daredevil was the big one.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is anyone super
I was-
disappointed about Daredevil?
No.
I haven't seen this third season that just came out.
2 seasons of it, and I really liked the 2, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, they were really good. I like the 2 seasons, so maybe I'll have to watch the 2 seasons.
Okay.
I lost interest after 2 episodes, I think.
Of the first
Fair
season.
enough.
Yeah. That's
You
it.
have your opinion, but your opinion is wrong. I'm just kidding.
What the hell is that?
But I mean, now I've lost my train of thought.
I did my job. Mission success.
Apparently. Yeah, I mean, when it first came out, it was doing quite well, and I thought even last year it was doing very well as well.
Yeah, it was.
So, and there is screen flickering going on.
Yeah, it hasn't been doing this whole thing. It just randomly started all of a sudden, so and now it's
Cool.
going. So Discord, I
Good
don't
job.
know. It's that Discord full screen bug.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yay.
Discord is a functional product, guys. Everyone should use it.
Okay, so what Marvel TV shows are actually still on Netflix?
Jessica Jones.
Yep. That's still going.
Yeah, there's one
So,
more
okay.
also.
Wow.
Punisher
Luke
still has
Cage,
another-
Iron Fist.
I thought Luke
No,
Cage got
Luke-
taken
Luke
off.
Cage
Luke
and
Cage
Iron
got
Fist
booted
both
and
got-
Iron Fist got
both
booted.
got cut. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just naming the ones that I remember.
Okay.
I think the ones that probably weren't in active development got cut.
Yeah.
Is the Punisher still on there?
From what I understand, it is, but I
I think
goodness.
Punisher died a long time ago, though.
did it.
Yeah.
First episode died.
Oof. No.
Oh, I liked it.
No. Good luck to you. Yeah, I think they got rid of that like 4 months ago or so.
Oh,
think-
okay.
Did they get rid
So-
of the Defenders as well?
No
Or
idea.
whatever their group was called.
That got cancelled as well, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, Defenders did get canceled. I'm looking at something right now.
Yeah. So maybe they are just kicking everything over to the Disney or whatever it is.
Yeah, the Disney streaming service.
Yeah. Just to cancel everything, so not so at once. I mean, it's been spread out, but to cancel every single Marvel thing, that's quite strange in my opinion. Considering Netflix is one of the biggest streaming services out there, anyway.
Yeah.
So from what I can understand, it looks like the Punisher season 2 is done. They just haven't released it yet. So
Okay.
they'll probably be like, this is the last one, and then Jessica Jones is in production right now. So
Because that's been going for 4 seasons, hasn't it? Jessica Jones.
I don't have no idea. That's the one I haven't watched.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't
think
care
it
enough.
was
I've-
around just as long as Daredevil.
Mm.
I've honestly
Different.
never watched any of these like Marvel TV shows on Netflix. Like
They've all
just-
been not good in my opinion.
Okay, it's like just none of them have like got my interest or anything for them.
Same.
Yeah, just on face value. Like
Yeah, and that's the thing that DC does well. Their TV shows are pretty decent, I reckon.
Okay.
Yet their
Yeah,
movies are bad.
This
Yeah, Marvel
was, like,
movies are
the-
good. Yeah.
This was their counter to that. To be fair, I thought they were all really good because they're all realistic takes on the characters. Like,
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
I want to bring something up. Did you guys see this Obsidian Entertainment thing?
No. Oh, that they're not working on another Fallout or whatever, or.
They're not, but they're actually teasing something right now. Kinda
Oh, okay.
Cool.
breaking news.
I don't know how breaking this is. Could be a day old. But if you go to like obsidianentertainment.com, they have like this like ad. It's like a special message from Spacer's Choice, and apparently they're gonna announce their game at the Game Awards. So we'll have some stuff to talk about
Yeah.
Cool.
after the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty exciting, actually. It looks like.
Stay tuned for a special message.
Yeah.
5 days, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 50
Oh.
seconds.
Oh. Okay,
What?
sorry. There's another ad, and it just blared my ears. Okay.
Autoplay ads.
And it was a loud thing about a gun. It looked like.
You know what really upsets me? The whole like pop-ups now. It's like, oh, websites want you to show notifications. Websites need you to accept
Oh,
use
yeah,
for cookies. Websites
Yes.
need you to turn off your ad blocker. It's like we're back to the 90s and like every jackass who like hosted their own website and like built it's like, dude, I'm on a website now. How many pop-ups should I have? And they just like blare your screen with all the pop-ups just because they could, and it was the 90s. And it's like, I feel like we're slowly reverting back to that. Because every website wants you to accept to their terms of use of cookies, and then the notification, everything.
Anyway, I thought that was an interesting thing. Because we talked about Rocksteady earlier. Maybe they're going to announce something at the Game Awards as well.
They said they're not.
Oh, they said they're not announcing
Yeah.
anything at the Game
Yeah.
Awards? Okay.
In that tweet I read. it said
Because
they're not
I
going.
guess Jason Schreier, because he's a reporter at Kotaku, been going out and saying stuff like that. I think he knows what the next game is by them, but he's like a long Reddit post of him being like, I don't need to spoil something these people have been working on. Like, I believe that, like, as a reporter, I believe that we should like tell the information that's necessary. I don't think it's necessary to like spoil their hard work and
Okay.
like
Yeah.
stuff. So.
But them clicks.
Then Blitz.
Yeah,
so-
even, I think he even talks about like that. I understand like he talks about like clickbait and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I have to look that up, but yeah, it's interesting post by him.
Yeah, I don't know. My opinion on Jason Schreier kind of quickly shifts.
He seems like a very smart man.
Yeah,
who's
he's very
doing a
intelligent. I'll give him that.
good job at Kotaku.
Yeah. Anyway, so, really quick, going into anime news here. We covered this a while back. I think this was at some point on like the 20s or something or so. We talked about that the Monster Musume manga was going to stop publishing for a little bit due to the author
Yep.
taking a break to do some mental health, to take care of some mental health things and everything. And, well, the follow-up to this is the manga has resumed publishing.
Cool.
Yeah, as of
Cool.
the other day. Reason why this is anime news because this gives me hopes for season 2 of Monster Musume, which
haven't
is
watched
a series I do not want to talk about on a PG-rated podcast.
All right, I will never watch that one.
Okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, that's that. Any additional thoughts about that besides? Oh, glad the author is doing better now.
Ew.
Yeah, woo.
It's just one of those weird Japanese things.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, so little like discussion topic. Game Awards are this week.
Yep.
Yeah.
In case anyone's wondering, there are currently no plans for us to do like a restream or commentary or anything for it. Or
We are so organized.
well, no, I'm just saying it's like it's
I
not in the
think
plans.
They
for us.
are like on TV, right? So
They're on TV and Twitch and everything.
Okay.
There is a rebroadcast anyway, so if we wanted to do, we could. But
oh, okay.
yeah.
I wasn't sure.
I don't think we're going to be honest. So
It's at a tricky time. It's a Friday night, is it?
Thursday
Need to make
night.
a drinking game out.
it's a Thursday
Oh
night.
yeah, it's only
Oh,
one.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. And so, what sort of
Did they
predict-
have,
anyway, what's up?
did they have lists for what they're like each category, which games fall into each category?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
Well,
all the
let's see if I
details
can
that have
find
been
the list.
announced yet, but anyway.
Yeah.
So what?
Pretty. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's like what I want to open up the floor to is because that's later this week. It's kind of like I guess the Emmys or like Grammys for video games is what I would have liked into, because all the awards are decided by like a panel of various journalistic outlets and everything that cover games. And so anyway, past that, what hopes do we have for in terms of announcements and everything, or predictions that we'll get? I don't know whether it be awards or what's going on.
Can't remember what happened last year. I feel like there was a couple big things last year.
Overwatch won Game of the Year Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I
think
watched the view before.
this year, I don't know, probably like God of War will probably win.
Okay.
It
I hope
seems-
Fallout, or not Fallout, Fortnite doesn't count as Game of the Year.
So yeah, I was gonna bring up
goodness.
they're not.
That-
It's not in Game of the Year
Okay.
contention because I saw
Good.
some other people.
Because
It
it's
was the
several years
Golden
old at
Joystick
this point.
Award. Game-
Yeah,
Fortnite
Golden
Game of the
Joystick. That's
Year.
what it was, and it was odd because A, that game's been out since 2017, right?
Yeah.
B, that game still says early
It's,
access.
no, it's older
Yeah.
than that. Like the base Fortnite game itself, not the Battle Royale section, but the base game has been out for several years at this point.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just no one
Yeah.
has cared what Epic Games has done since they left Gears of War. So
Yeah.
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 I don't understand how they can still count that as a game of the year, but anyway.
Yeah, it's weird. So I think it's nominated for like best ongoing game.
That's a
yeah.
more fair category.
Yes, I believe that is.
You could argue best resurgence because it was like nothing until the Battle Royale section came out.
Brought from the dead, brought back to
Yeah.
life from the dead.
That's resurrection.
Yeah.
I find it strange that they're doing it before. I mean, it's strange that they don't do it like in the last week of December, kind of thing.
Sure.
Because then everything's already out. Because you still got Smash, you still got Just Cause, you still got
Yeah. So
like
they,
quite a few games coming out.
from what I understand, they take those games considering next year's awards.
Yeah.
So
Which-
they have to have a cutoff at some point, right?
Right. Yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, this is the Game Awards have always kind of happened in this time, around this
Yep,
time frame.
fair
So
enough.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, God of War is probably a good contender.
Mm-hmm.
What else
would
has
say
been
so.
good?
Spider-Man, Red Dead.
Yeah. think
I
those
wouldn't
are
say
all-
Spider-Man's necessarily Game of the Year material compared to the others, but it's up there.
I think
think-
Odyssey was in there. Somewhere,
Yeah,
maybe,
Odyssey's up for
as well.
Game of the Year
Yep.
also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although I am thinking God of War will probably go.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm
thinking
hoping
God.
at least. I'm hoping at least. To me, it's a much better name than Red Dead. So
Yeah, it's different. I think it's a little more. As far as video gamey stuff, I think God of War is a little like more like. It's harder to pick apart God of War than it is Red Dead.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so, anyway, past like the actual awards themselves, the Game Awards is not an insignificant event for announcements.
Not anymore.
So
Used-
No.
what are we hoping to see here in terms of announcements? Because I already got two that are on the top of my list. So Jeff Keighley, the guy who runs it, and Hideo Kojima are pretty
Yeah.
decent friends. So I'm hoping we'll probably see more Death Stranding stuff.
I think we might. Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
wouldn't
hoping.
be surprised.
And in the similar vein, Jeff Keighley, again, the guy who runs it, as well as Reggie Fils-Aimé, the Nintendo of America president dude, or vice president,
Yep.
whatever his title is. Metroid Prime 4?
No.
Metroid Prime 4?
I don't think that's happening.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Half-Life 3? No.
I think there'll be
Yeah.
some Fortnite news. I think that's a
No.
Okay.
given.
Yeah.
What?
Something big.
What?
Fortnite.
Like a
What
new
a-
season type news, or
I
just-
don't know. They have to do something, right? I feel like that game's a little stagnant recently. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
Okay.
We'll probably
maybe
see
they don't
something.
need the maybe they don't need the Game Awards because it's a big thing.
Right.
We'll probably see something Anthem related, I reckon.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe.
Maybe Star Wars related because they are.
Oh, we could see Respawn Star Wars game.
That
one
would
of
be
them.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We probably will definitely see something from Sony because they're not going to E3.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that Death
Um,
Stranding thing might happen.
I would hope to see Ghost of Tsushima there also.
Mm.
Or you know what? So last year at the Game Awards, we got the teaser for Shadows Die Twice.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
they'll follow up this year with it more. Yeah,
They could,
Mm.
yeah.
yeah. I'm pretty excited for that game. So
I
Yeah,
think the mechanics behind it look really cool.
I haven't seen much of it, but it looks.
anything
Nope.
Cyberpunk related? Do we think or no?
No, I don't reckon.
I think it'd be a surprise.
I think it would be too. Yeah. When that game's out next year, right? Supposedly.
I think so.
Yeah.
We might see something Zelda related because they are. I mean, this is probably a far-fetched thing, but they are kind of working on that now. So we might see something from Nintendo, just like a
In
Elder Scrolls
development.
6
Oh, okay.
kind of
Yeah.
thing, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be nice just to get like the Majora's Mask version of like
I'm so keen for the next Zelda, even though I haven't finished Breath of the Wild. That is such a good game.
it's very fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
so like a quick Google.
Oh, yeah?
Says Game Awards teases big Nintendo news ahead. This is
Yeah.
according to comicbook.com.
nothing Metroid
I
related.
too read that article.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, and there's like there's some little
Waluigi for Smash.
there's some clip. It looks like that Keely is talking with Reggie.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play it, but
Something SpongeBob related? I'm just looking at that video and
Is that thumbnail staring at you?
Yeah.
The thumbnail telling you wouldn't see it because you're in full screen mode.
Yeah. We also got Corey Belrod, who was directed for God of War, has said he's already working on a new thing. So maybe
nice.
anything related to that? No.
What day? Oh, so Thursday night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Which
Thursday night.
is-
Yeah, Thursday night.
What time Thursday night?
I have no idea.
It's like 7 p.m. or so.
Yeah, it's not 6 or
It's
7.
not like
probably.
horribly late or anything. It's just like it's a really
And-
awkward time, you know. It's like-
Yeah, it's pretty long. I think if you but last time I watched it, it was like really abridged. Like they didn't show all the awards, so I'm not sure if there's like a different stream you can watch that shows everything compared to like the TV version that comes on
Yeah.
like an hour later or 2 hours later.
Right.
Mm.
I gotcha.
All right.
Hmm.
So, Anthony, what games are releasing this next week?
Yeah. I just,
Inform me,
see-
Anthony. Inform me.
So on December the 3rd, we have the PlayStation Classic, which is launching. Apparently, who's keen for that, by the way?
So I've heard that
Yeah.
game, first of all, uses like emulating stuff, which is fine, like open source emulation.
Mhm.
But it's all like the PAL versions of the games.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, it's
What?
all the PAL versions.
We use PAL over here, funnily enough.
And
oh
like
God. Okay.
some of these PAL versions, like the Tekken 3 PAL version, doesn't run at 60 frames; it runs at 50 frames. So
Yeah.
you're trying to like play Tekken in 50 frames.
Yeah, that's a limitation of the
Yeah.
matching.
Maybe, why do you think they're doing that? Maybe because
Which is
most
Japan.
PS1 games were done Europeanly?
Because
I-
Japan.
I was gonna say probably because it has to do something with either the emulator's not playing nice with like the hardware or something like that. Because
So if it's an emulator, it's running off a ROM, in which case they probably just stuck to their regional ROM onto it, in which case that would be the PAL version.
maybe,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But why put out the bad version of these games?
Maybe it's been. I don't know.
On,
I couldn't tell.
honestly, I just think it's laziness.
I mean,
I don't think a lot of effort went into this product, to put it,
It doesn't-
bluntly.
Neither.
seem
It's-
quite that way either. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense them doing it and how they did it, like the emulation. Like, sure, the work is already done. Might as well just like
Mm.
use it, right?
Mhm.
But
Just send you a Raspberry Pi with the games loaded on it.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's like the illegal way to do it. You pirate you, but like, I don't know.
Yar har fiddly.
This is the only
Yeah.
way to be.
Yeah, it's baffling some of these.
Yeah.
choices.
So, moving on. That was my introduction that time, so that was agreeable. So we have Just Cause 4, which is kind of PC, PS4, and Xbox One on December
How is that
4th.
game? I've never
No
actually
idea.
played it.
Well, we
Like
don't
the-
know
Oh,
because
like
it's
the
not
Just
out
Cause,
yet.
the series or the game?
The game, like,
No one's played it yet.
eh,
Oh, what do you mean the series?
like, has there been any reviews for it yet, or
Oh,
I honestly
no,
know nothing
no.
about it?
Embargoes lift on the day it releases.
Okay,
So, funnily enough, we are getting a code, but we don't have the code yet.
well, isn't
Okay.
that lovely?
Fun.
I know, right? They give you a lot of time to do a review. This is already out here, so I don't know how that's the case. Command and Conquer Rivals, which is
that a
the
mobile
Android
game?
and iOS game. Yeah,
Okay.
that's apparently it's coming out December the 4th, but it's already out here.
Well, they had the Etz StarCraft Pro take on some random streamer during E3. And guess who won at an RTS game? The Etz StarCraft Pro. That was dumb. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
Which StarCraft Pro was it?
It was Jeff Rob.
You were
In
there
Control.
for it, Matt.
It was
Come
In
on.
Control.
Yeah, we saw this.
Yeah, it was In
remember
Control, I think. Jeff Robinson.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
And I'm fairly certain you were watching the whole stream. So we also have Mutant
That's
Year
pretty cool.
Zero, Road to Eden, which is kind of
Oh,
PC,
whoa.
PS4, and Xbox One on
That game's
December
coming.
4th.
Huh.
You keen for it, eh?
I remember it looking cool,
Okay.
but it's like
Oh.
you're like a little like fox dude, and you're like fighting stuff.
Is that that game?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. If I got what is it called
Mutant
again?
Year Zero.
Right? That's
Mutant
it?
Year Zero, Road to Eden.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that not-
I think no, I think that is. I think that
Is
is.
it?
Yeah.
I know I have.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Now, I have no idea if this is related to Persona itself, but Persona Dancing, Endless Night Collection is kind of PS4 and Vita.
Dude, there's just a
But
there's
I
a
have
duck.
no idea what the hell that is.
It's like a duck with an undercut and a shotgun. What is happening? This game looks nuts. Oh, it's like a XCOM game. All right, I'm
Oh,
all
nice.
I am all
Yeah.
about this game, dude.
The
Holy
Persona
moly, this is-
dancing game is like Just Dance with Persona characters.
Sorry.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that was a long vibration from that microphone.
It was me tapping my desk. You probably
Yeah,
the springs on it holding the vibration pretty well.
Thronebreaker, The Witcher Tales is kind of PS4 and Xbox One on December the 4th as well. Gwent.
You don't
The
look
Witcher-
very pleased about that.
Well, I thought Gwent was already out, but Gwent the Witcher card game is officially launching on PS4 and Xbox One on December the 4th.
No
I thought it was already out.
No, it's not. No virtual card game is good.
You know what?
I
I like
agree.
virtual card games. Hearthstone.
What is?
Okay.
Magic
What
the
is
Gathering
this?
Online.
No.
I'm just kidding. That is a mess of a program.
Is it? Oh, well, they have that. Don't they have one?
I'm
that's
more
pretty-
going into like where the card games are mini games type thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. As
Oh, I
opposed to
see,
like
I
a
see.
dedicated card
Okay.
game. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have Persona 1 Dancing Endless Night, and we have Persona 3 Dancing and Dancing in Moonlight, and we have Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight, which is they're all coming for PS4 and Vita, all on December the 4th.
Hell yeah.
So no idea what they are.
Okay.
Toki is going to Nintendo Switch on December the 4th. Subnautica is going to PS4 on December the 4th as well.
Huh.
Gods Remastered is going to PC and Xbox One on December the 4th. The Council Complete Edition is going to PC, PS4 and Xbox One on December the 4th. Beholder 2 is going to PC on December the 4th. Taylor, your favourite game. Hearthstone Rastakhan's Rumble is going to PC and mobile on December the 4th. I think I pronounced that incorrectly, but anyway.
Probably.
Arca's Path is going to Rift, PSVR, and Vive on December the 4th. We have a review of that upcoming. Override Mech City Brawler is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on December the 4th. Gear Club Unlimited 2 is going to Switch on December the 4th. Destiny 2 Forsaken Black Armor DLC is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on December the 4th. There is so much on December the 4th.
There it is.
Edge of Eternity Steam Early Access is going on December the 5th.
Yay, early access.
Musinx, I think it's pronounced, is going to PC on December the 5th as well. Energy Cycle Edge is going to PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and Vita on December the 5th. The Last Remnant Remastered is going to PS4 on December the 6th. Battle Princess Madeline is going to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on December the 6th as well. Kenshi is going to PC on December the 6th. Jagged Alliance Rage is going to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, also on December the 6th. Sega Mega Drive Classics is going to Switch on December the 6th as well. That's been on every console so
God,
far.
this is a busy week.
I
Like busy
reckon.
2 days.
Super Smash Brothers is coming on December the 7th, obviously for Switch. Katamari Damacy Reroll is going to PC and Switch on December the 7th.
That's
Iris.
Why would you do that? Why would you
What?
release the same day as Smash?
No idea.
Like why?
They wanted to die.
Whatever.
That's why.
Yeah.
Look at Titanfall
Apparently.
2.
Fair
I
enough.
don't. Wait, what was the game that was releasing?
Katamari Damacy.
Oh, that's completely different.
I know, but it's like, why would you? Why'd you release
I don't know, I
that?
feel like
Everybody's
Smash-
gonna buy Ultimate, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If you got $60, you know what you're buying.
Exactly.
That game could be
Iris
like
Fall is coming to PC on December the 7th, and finally PUBG is going to PS4 on December the 7th. Who cares?
Man, they
And
really
that's
missed.
it for this week.
That's surprising. Okay.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Well, that was a journey.
There's a lot.
I'm
going on.
honestly surprised Subnautica's already not on PS4 already.
Yeah, that surprised me. That's been on PC for a while.
Yeah.
What's that? PUBG?
No, Subnautica.
No, Subnautica.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
PUBG also,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah. But Xbox did have the exclusive thing with PUBG for a while.
It's not exclusive if it's also on PC.
For a while.
Who had
Consoles.
exclusivity for Fortnite?
No one.
No one did.
No one.
No.
Yeah.
It was like bigger. It was like a big PlayStation brand at first.
I think so.
Then I think
Wasn't it mainly?
No, there was
PC
just
to
a lot of
sell?
controversy about the way PlayStation was handling cross-play with them,
Oh yeah.
with Fortnite.
I don't know. I just remember like when PUBG was out on like Xbox, and it was like, oh, we can't play PUBG on PlayStation, but you can play Fortnite, and like that's when it got like this like thing in the beginning. Of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it blew up into its own gigantic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, Andrew, where can people find you on the internet?
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, at Duronsky, DRONSKI. You can say hi to me on there. I'll probably respond.
Okay.
Cool.
Excellent. And then anything else you want to plug? Any?
No, I'm trying to get back in the groove here. I've been really busy, like traveling and then having family here.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
the
that time
blowout
of
bed
season.
is like up.
That time of
We're
season.
staying over, yeah. So it's been super busy around here with family and
Keep
stuff.
your air mattresses inflated.
Yeah, that one's is looking okay so far.
Yeah.
Not a hole in it yet.
Excellent.
Cool.
So yeah, hopefully get some videos up on the site this week. So we'll see what I can brew up in the old pot.
All right. Awesome. Matt, what you got?
Well, you could mainly find me on this Twitch channel every now and then if I do something.
Once a year.
If I do something, I am slowly in the process of acquiring another PC to try to build a PC stream or streaming PC out of.
Mhm.
So if I eventually get that up and running, it would go much more smoothly than it has gone in the past.
Mhm.
You can also follow me on my Twitter at filmed by Gman or something like that. I honestly forget it because I have not been on it in a while. And you can also find me on COG. Our website because I do write articles every now and then.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. All right. Anthony, COG is your life.
You know it.
Is there anything upcoming thing for the site you want to plug though?
We have a lot of reviews coming up.
Yeah.
We have what else is happening? I'm going to be attempting to do a video on the Switch, like my thoughts on it and whatnot. It should be interesting. That's probably about it, I believe. There's quite a few events coming up as well, so we've got to figure out the end of year stuff for us.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right.
Well, I already have a decent plan going for media, but it's just like didn't.
December 29th, save the
For-
day.
Lists.
Is that when we plan on doing the media thing?
I mean the Power Up podcast,
Oh.
Okay.
our end of year thing.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
You all sound so keen.
Well, no. I'm just, wait.
I have
got
no idea
other-
what's
I got,
going
like,
on,
things
so
just
I just didn't
turning, and I'm
comment.
like, right.
So
I know
Yeah.
roughly I might be here, so
for December 29th, is that when we want to do the Game of the Year stuff for the media, or?
I like how we're
Sure, why
discussing
not?
this live.
Yeah, we should probably have this
No,
conversation.
it's fine.
elsewhere.
It's fine.
It's fine. It gives
Yeah.
people an insight.
So
Yeah.
So
organized.
that again, who was winning Game of the Year?
No.
That's
Cool.
that's Tetris Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did we just want to do like a end? Because okay, as far as I know, it's like the writing stuff isn't going to be until after the first of the year, right? Or am I wrong on that?
Yeah, it'll be the first week, probably, of January.
It'll probably be the first week. Well, so it's like I'm gonna be gone the first, or no, that would be the second week. So
Yeah, I was about to say we're gonna be
Is
gone
that
the second
CES?
week.
CES the second week
Yeah.
of January.
Yeah.
No, okay, no, it would work out better to do the media stuff for the first week of January then also. So when does episode 52 happen?
That's
4 weeks from now.
Okay, so today is Sunday.
Yeah.
So
I count?
No, the,
49,
okay, no, here's what it is.
50,
Here's
51, 52.
no, here's why the 29th is significant. Does 29th
December 29th.
Yeah, so here's why the 29th will be significant. That's because it'll be episode 52 of the Power Up
yeah.
podcast, which is
that's what I meant.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Game of the Year stuff. Okay. Because we planned on doing a Game of the Year special podcast also for ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I'm gonna get a little popper for the beginning.
Fantastic.
okay.
We can. I mean, we can do 52 earlier. I don't know. We can't.
I don't
really,
think the
actually.
math says so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, like during a week, but then you're probably gonna get a decline. That's it.
Did I look at that?
If
No,
there's at least one thing that's going to be consistent about the podcast, it's going to be the goddamn time every week.
Yep. There we go. It's outside of
At
daylight
least compared to
savings
other
time.
ones.
It's outside of daylight savings time.
Oh dear.
I don't like where that went.
Low.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so past that, yeah, December 29th will be the big 1-year anniversary of the Power Up podcast. It'll be episode
Woo.
52. There are 52 weeks in a year. Okay? And so,
Plus a day or two.
yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and then it looks like first week of the year, we'll be doing some sort of media special for the game, our own Culture of Gaming Game Awards. Type
Yep.
thing. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. My personal Twitter is at InfuriousElectron. My big thing has been to rant on phones lately. So, yeah.
I'm reading it right now, and it's just hilarious.
Okay. So, yeah, hit me up on there. And then, of course, the Culture Gaming Community Discord. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be here, same place, same time.